Hello friends and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another tutorial on ISTQB, and this is basically our live session where we connect together in order to answer your queries. My apologies, I'm late today, but of course I'm here again. I just was stuck with a little bit of some of my other commitments and just finished that and realized that I'm slightly late for my live session, and unfortunately I could not make it up on time, but I'm going to make it up with an hour session with you right from now. So the counter starts with 30 seconds right now, and I'm here with you for an hour to answer your questions. So in case you have got any questions with you, then just go ahead and drop that on the chat box. I'm here to assist you well. So welcome team and very good evening and greetings for the day. Welcome to another live session of our channel where we love to answer your questions, which can be about the ISTQB certifications, be it foundation or be it advanced or be it anything related to testing. I'm here to respond to any of your queries for the next 1 hour of time. Just feel free and drop your questions, whatever you may have with you, and I will be here to address them and make sure that you fly away back with no questions with you. All right. So looking forward to your questions and queries coming up on the chat box, and I'm here to welcome all of them. So make sure that you just let me know if in case you have got anything in your mind, which is kind of a question or query with you, just feel free to drop that here and I'm here to assist you. It's just that I got some commitments and a lot of people actually came back to me asking that, are we having the session or not? Was actually unable to answer, but I now realize that I'm a little late, but yeah, I'm here. So now you can make more out of this opportunity and share your concerns and questions at any point of time. All right, the very first comment coming in from Rakesh, if I follow your ISTQB videos, is that enough to clear the exam foundation level? I think there are a lot of people this week have asked me about the same question, that is that my tutorials are enough? I would say certainly yes, but to a certain extent, I would also like you to drive you through the PDF, which you have officially available, because my content do cover everything from the syllabus. It's completely aligned as per the syllabus, but I still recommend you that go through the syllabus side by side as you go through my tutorials. That will be more than enough. You don't really need any other book. You do not need any other training. If you are listening to my videos and tutorials and able to understand, okay, as far as you're able to understand, see, I don't say that my videos are the best in the world, which can help you to understand by any means. There are people who are different in terms of understanding certain context. So if in case you think that your video tutorials are helping you to understand the concept, then it is more than enough. But if you think, no, the video tutorials are not enough for me, then probably you can take help of a book to understand it better, or probably take up a training from someone, including me. You can take up a training with me as well to get it in more detail. Otherwise, if you think the tutorials are serving you better to understand, there are a lot of people, thousands of people across the world who have passed just by going through my tutorials. So based on their recommendation, I'm suggesting you that tutorials are enough. But still, I recommend every participant of mine, every viewer of mine, that please look into the PDF that is official syllabus also once, go through that once, side by side as you learn the tutorials. Because that covers a lot of things which might be important. And it will align you that how much I'm covering the syllabus and how much you need to learn more. Okay? Because it will give you a confidence that yes, you have covered everything. I'm not saying that I have missed a lot of topics in my tutorials. Rather, I'm saying that it will give you confidence that you are aligned as per the syllabus. You should not trust anyone blindly. Okay. So yes, Rakesh, so tutorials are enough as far as you think you are comfortable with them. If in case you think no, that's not enough for you, you can take my book as well if you want, or any other book, not only my book. Plus, if you want a classroom training, you can approach me or any other instructor whom you want to take up from, and just be best trained to get certified with that. Okay. So all the very best, and you are welcome to let me know what happens as the result. If there are any other questions, Rakesh, you are free to tell me. I'm here to assist you. So this week also, as a quick update, that there were a lot of people who came back stating they were successful in terms of getting certified with the examination. I would like to wish them all the very best and congratulations, because it's really kind of them to be back to the channel once they get certified, and this helps them to actually help many other across the channel and across the world, which helps them to understand that yes, there are people who can make it from the tutorial, so this tutorials can be very helpful for them for preparing. So that's where I thank each and every one who come back to the channel to let us know what exactly happened, and we actually assist and thank them as a part of courtesy, that thank you so much for joining in and letting us know that you have passed your examination, so that the other people across the world who are watching this channel can find something really interesting to explore and prepare the examination from. So thank you so much, and congratulations once again to all the viewers who marked me and commented on my channel stating that they have passed the examination. So thank you so much. All right, we got Andy again here from South Africa, if I remember you. Yes, exactly. Good afternoon, it's Andy again from South Africa. I passed with 70%. All right, congratulations, Andy. I think I remember you last Saturday when you were here on the call, and you were asking me some of the questions, and today you come back to me saying that yes, you have passed the examination. So congratulations, very hearty congratulations on the success. I knew that because based on your understanding and the point of context you were asking about, it was quite good. So I realized that you had a good confidence. Congratulations, anyways, once again, and all the best for all your future endeavors. Do let me know if I can help you anywhere in future as well. Okay, and do recommend this channel to any of your friends who are looking forward to. It's not because I want to promote the channel, it's about just helping them with the best content which I can provide to them. All right, so again, congratulations, and you're always welcome to ask me anything in future as well. There is no limit to the questions, there are no limits to the doubts. So if in case you have anything related to testing, you are always welcome to this live session, and you can ask me questions again. And there are a lot of other certifications after foundation, Andy, and you can always look for them. Okay, also Andy says majority of the test I wrote was based on EP and BVA. Probably, yep, you would have got a lot of questions from there in the chapter 4. And I told you, right, chapter 4 has the major contribution, as it has 11 questions out of 40. So that's where you say that yeah, major questions were from there, and that helps you see if you're comfortable with the techniques, it becomes much more simpler and easier to get certified. So just make sure that you learn and understand the chapter 4 and 5, because it has put together 20 questions out of 40 questions. So just make sure that you can have everything. Andy says, can I please connect with you on LinkedIn if you have one? Why not, Andy? Of course, you can go to this video's description and you will find my LinkedIn ID. You can go to any video on my channel. The description contains my LinkedIn address so that it is open to all. Anyone can connect with me. Okay, so there are a lot of people. Every day, I think I get around 4 to 5 requests, and I think I'm accepting all of them. As far as they don't have a DP and they don't have a description in their profile, I don't accept such, just being suspicious to avoid any kind of spam. As far as you have a picture there and you have a description, a portfolio there, I accept your profile request. So you can go to any video's description and you will find my LinkedIn ID there, and you can send me a request, and I would definitely love to accept it, Andy. And thank you so much for connecting. Zaid Khan is back again, sir. Who's the test instructor, YouTuber from whom I can learn automation? That is Java mobile web from basic. Uh, Java mobile web automation. I think right now I would recommend you to a person. It's just a game, like there's no that he's my friend or he's my family member or something. It's just that I have gone through their tutorial and it seems to be really good. Sometimes I do refer for myself if I get stuck with something. So when it comes to some of the concepts, there is a channel, Zad, called as Automation Step by Step. Okay, I repeat, Automation Step by Step by Raghav Pal. So you can follow that. Okay, Raghav Pal has a very kind of detailed explanation to some of the concepts. As far as I don't have a content, I cannot promote that. But yes, I have myself evaluated it, and I only recommend those things which I have evaluated myself. So I will recommend you to that. That is Automation Step by Step. That's the channel name by Raghav Pal. You can search that, and you can definitely go through all the tutorials from there. and that will be very simple and easy to follow, because I have seen that and it's really incredible to help any individual. Okay. Yep, you can go sure with that. And he says, thank you very much and God bless you. Thank you so much for the wishes, Andy. I'm looking forward to take care of your future endeavors, and do let me know if I can be helpful. Sharp, sharp. All right, so we have Bete. Okay, so Bet, what's the difference between TQM and Kaizen? Okay, TQM and Kaizen, to be frank, that has been a long time since I explored this. That was probably long ago in my graduation when I worked on this. That was Kaizen. Sure, why not? Just give me a moment. I think I should have a document here with me which can tell me more about the same. There were some interesting differences between, because it's been a long time since I worked on it. So that's the reason I think I might have to refer something here to recall my information, but definitely I would love to give you the quick difference between them. So here, I think mainly the TQM stands for Total Quality Management, and Kaizen has again a format and agenda, which basically shows you at how you can actually follow. So I'm not sure if I have something really interesting here to share with you. A quick comparison between TQM and Kaizen. I think this is something which has come for the first time when somebody has asked me about this, because it's been a long time and I didn't speak about Kaizen and TQM. Okay, so let me just check it out for you. Okay, so here I think I have got something for you. I would rather prefer to put this across if you can explore, because I think it would take a little time for me to go through and then summarize it up. It's been actually, to be frank, a long time since I worked on this. It's been like more than 12 years, and Kaizen and TQM something which we have never explored in any terms, like be it advanced level or something. I think probably in the export level you may be requiring it, but TQM is actually a major domain, just like Six Sigma and ISO, and it has a lot of components inside that. For example, Six Sigma includes your green belt, yellow belt, and black belt certifications. And over that, Six Sigma also has your Lean Sigma certifications, organization specific certifications, and many other things. Similarly, total quality management is having one of the components as Kaizen. And we have Kaizen, Tizen, and a lot other things which we basically make use of. So Kaizen is one of the other Japanese concept, which not exactly sure what it used to stand for, and it has a great architecture, which has some important parameters, which basically takes care of the overall improvement. So Kaizen is also related to the process improvement part and the organization activity improvements. So I've just dropped you a link there a bit, which you will find the detailed comparison between the Kaizen and TQM. Okay, so right now, what is that I could find with me? I'm just sharing with you. But of course, you can definitely look forward to more details. And I would promise you, as I've seen your comment on my channel, I remember that you are there. I would find out more detailed information and definitely, reply you back on the same comment where you ask me where to join the live session, and I will revert you back on with a more detail. So just give me some time, because I just don't want to give you a foolish statement here just to mug up things. I want to give you something more appropriate so that you also feel that if I ask something to you, of course, I have responded to you well. Okay, so time being, you can go through this particular link, which I find more relevant in order to do the comparison. But of course, I would love to add more value to it once I regain my understanding on that. Sure. So just give me some time. Mostly, I'll be back by tomorrow or day after. You will have the response on that. I'll just keep an eye on this. Sure. Thank you so much for your time. Yeah. Thank you so much for you giving me the time to prepare and respond to you back on this. All right, we have got Apeksha. Apeksha, hi, a very good evening. Please advise me on clearing Agile ISTQB exam. I think you would have been already through the syllabus, so there's nothing much to say. I think you are gone through the syllabus, so you know what exactly Agile is all about. What are the major concepts which they are covering? So right from the pin top, like when you start with the chapter one, there are a lot of things that you talk about: whole team approach. You talk about the entire Scrum. You talk about different ceremonies in the Scrum. You talk about the roles and responsibility of a tester, how they contribute to the entire process, and lot many other things in the chapter two and chapter three. So, what you have to do right now is recall your understanding of foundation level. Okay, what do you mean by that? Not recalling the content, recalling the approach which you used in foundation. Because in foundation, when you are already certified with that, you know how to tackle this examination. And this would be somewhat like the same. Somewhat like same means it's going to have 40 questions, it's going to have four options, and it's going to have only one right answer. And very straightforward. There might be some of the questions, I can say 5 to 6 questions, which will be small scenario based questions. Okay. And maybe at least two of the questions or three of the questions out of 40 can also have multiple options as right. So please keep an eye on the examination pattern. Out of 40, at least two or three questions can have more than four options. So wherever you see options are more than four, don't wonder that is it a wrong question or something. Because Agile is the next level than Foundation, and they have all the rights to ask you multiple choices. Okay, so that is one thing which you need to take care of. That observe if there are any questions where they ask you to select two options, do not make a mistake. Why? Because if your two options are partially correct, that means one is correct and one is wrong, your both the answers are wrong. Okay. But if in case both the answers are correct, you get the full marks for it. And the full marks can be just one. But just that you don't get partial marks for it. Okay. You just don't get partial marks for partial correct answers. You have to be completely accurate or you are just wrong. Okay. Then it's a very small syllabus, so you will have limited content to prepare, not just like Foundation, which has a lot of things to explore. Okay, limited content, so you have enough time to answer the questions. Okay, enough time to answer the questions. Just be relaxed to look at the questions, read them carefully. Do not go wrong with anything because I'm talking about scenario based questions, and this will be your first experience with scenario based question. Just make sure that you are comfortable while reading the questions and highlight the important part. Okay, important part from the scenarios. For example, they say that we are following Agile and the development happens till day 7, and any changes will be accepted before day 7, but after day 7 changes will not be accepted. So when they mark these kind of things, you make sure that you do not miss anything out. Okay, you just highlight them in terms of like your mind, not like highlighter on the screen or something or paper. You just highlight in your mind, okay, I remember they mentioned something like this or they said like this, and then you come back to the question and say that, boss, this is what they are asking you. Now relate those highlighted points, that is that possible, is that something which is possible, or this is not possible here, so this is the right answer. So you have to start relating things from options back to the question. Okay, this will not be just straightforward like Foundation. Now you will have some simple scenarios, not complex, but simple scenarios in the Agile. So be patient, read the question carefully. And regarding time management, I don't have to tell you anything because it's a smaller content with longer time. But attention is very important. If you miss your attention, things can be wrong as well. Okay. So Apeksha, all the very best for your examination. And you can always come back and let me know what happened to your exam. Okay. So take care and all the very best. If you have anything else, feel free to let me know. Okay, so I think I missed a question there. Shrabanti. Okay, Shrabanti. I really want to pass ISTQB Foundation level exam. Please give me some advice. I think whatever I just mentioned, you can follow some of them. And the number one thing from your point of view is like it seems like you are yet to start preparing you for your examination. I'm not sure if you have already prepared for it, but there are some key points which you can actually take care of. For example, be thorough with the syllabus. That's very important. And not only from my tutorials, you can actually go through the official syllabus which you have tutorials plus official syllabus, which will give you 100% confidence that you have read everything in the syllabus. There's nothing which you are missing. Second, make sure that you know all the terminologies. They may not ask you that is this the definition of that? No, but they will make use of those terms in the examination just to sometime divert you or sometime to check do you really know what it is. So make sure that you know entire glossary of the syllabus what we have in the foundation. So glossary plays a vital role because questions they will make use of any of the terms, and the terms has to be very well known. If in case you don't know the terms, you may not be sure about that what exactly is being asked to you. And if you are not sure about what is being asked to you, you would definitely go wrong with your answers. So make sure that you know each and every term mentioned in the syllabus. Even if in case you don't know, you can always comment it right there on the same video, and I would definitely love to pick it up and respond to your comments there and answer your queries. If in case you think that there is something which you are not sure about or maybe you don't want to comment, then I'm actually dropping you a quick chat here, which contains the list channel name of my other channel, which is all about glossary. Okay, all the definition of testing is here, and I'm still building up this glossary. So you may find some of them, and some of them are yet to come. So you can follow this channel, Shravanti, for preparing for your glossary part. After that, when it comes to chapter 4, that is techniques, the importance is it is at K3 level. All the black box testing techniques are at K3 except use cases. So make sure that you practice them with sample questions. Okay, just don't limit yourself by understanding it. Evaluate it, apply it, see that different questions. There are so many questions available for techniques. You can make use of it. I'm not talking about picking up the options also from there. Just take the question, try to solve it, and see what is the answer you get. I don't want you to pick a right answer. Just solve it and see that did you understand what is the technique. So be confident with all the techniques, be it theoretical or practical based or calculation based, but be sure. And all the terms from chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 5, chapter 6 are critically important. They may ask you any of the activities, any of the phases. So make sure that you go through the syllabus and you have got a good grip on the glossary. You are absolutely fine. But make sure that you also try to handle some of the mock papers which are available online on istqb.org and try to solve them with keeping a timer on. Okay, keeping a timer on that whether you are able to answer these questions in 60 minutes or not, and try to do time management as well. Because sometimes some people, not all of them, some of them fail to complete their examination because they spend a lot of time on each question. So make sure that you dedicate your time accordingly, that you could answer 40 questions in 60 minutes of time. Okay, and all the very best for your exam. Do let me know once you are done with writing your examination. And on the way, if you think you need any further help, you're always welcome. Okay, just let me know through any ways. You can drop me a comment, you can drop me a chat on the live sessions, or you can also reach out to me through LinkedIn. If you want to be a part of the training, you can let me know. I can always organize a training for you. So, however, okay, so all the best, Shravanti, for your foundation preparation. Yes, there's another comment coming from Bete, generic and specific goals, CMMI maturity more or continuous. I'm not sure, Bete, that I did understand that question. Can you please come back with your question in a more detailed manner, like generic and specific goals, CMMI maturity or continuous? Generic and specific goals. Okay, specific goals, I understand for that particular thing is CMMI maturity, and generic is continuous. Yeah, is other way around. I think if I understand your question correctly, generic is continuous because generally, no matter you do an improvement or not, you will always have some particular steps to measure. For example, retrospective. What is retrospective? Retrospective is basically to gather information from each sprint in the agile, and you generally capture that what common mistakes you have done, what could have been improvised, and you try to make it sure that it is much better in the upcoming sprints, and you try to add value. Now this is generic, which is a part of the phase, and you have to do it. It's not planned, right? It's always there. So I can say generic means retrospective and it is continuous. Whereas specific goals, which I define, that after completion of this particular project, or maybe this year goal, specific goal, is that we will be looking forward to these kind of improvements, like improvising our test documentation, improvising our environment preparation, improvising our execution conditions. So if you define anything specific, that comes as a part of your senior maturity, because you might be doing that as per a certain standard. Okay, what do you mean by that certain standard? It could be from the point of industry levels. So specific goes with the senior maturity, and generic goes with the continuous. Okay, so I think is that what you meant, and I hope that meets your expectation. If not, please drop me another comment, and I'm here to address that. Sure. Okay, Shrabanti says, thank you so much, sir. You're always welcome. Just feel free to let me know anything, what you may have. Kanad, very good evening, Kanad. Welcome back to the channel. Very good evening. And thank you for being a member of this channel. I think just want to announce that Kanad, as the name can be seen in green, and he has some custom emoticons to be shared on the live chat. Kanad is one of our valued member of the channel, which you can see on my channel video right now. Below that, you may find a button called as join. Now, this join button basically is for membership, where we take some nominal cost from you towards the contribution to the channel, which is just like somebody wants to say a thanks to me. They feel really happy with the tutorials and they just want to donate something. And I'm going to use this money for supporting some of the underprivileged kids who cannot afford education, because I come from an education background. So this money, whatever I collect from membership, will be completely utilized for sponsoring a underprivileged kid who cannot afford education. So if in case you would like to contribute to that and you would like to say me a thanks for my support on these tutorials to you, you can always take up a membership on the channel and help me to assist. Okay, so, and that's completely optional. I do not say that anything will be, will be restricted to people who are not a member of it. You will have access to whatever you are having right now. So you will have access to everything, whatever you're having right now. So there will not be any kind of compromise. It's just that it is an optional, feature of my channel, and it's not mandatory at all. As far as you are comfortable and you would like to contribute something here for this cause, or you just want to thank me and say that I would like to do something for you, I would like to, thank you with a better token of appreciation, then you can generally do that. Okay. And I would like to thank Kenneth for being a member for a long time. He's been there with the channel for 3 months in a row. So thank you so much, Kenneth. And he always be a part of all our live sessions. So thank you so much for being a great contributor. Okay, Beja says, thanks, Bait. You're welcome. Should you have anything else, do let me know. I'm always here. So yes, team, I think I'm all caught up with all the questions. With one of them is pending from the bet that I have to get back to him with a comparison between Kaizen and TQM, where Kaizen is actually a part of TQM as far as I remember. But of course, I'm going to get a lot of other information which will be more appropriate to justify this. Yes, team, if you have any other questions, please feel free to let me know. I'll be here for another 30 minutes of time. And should you have anything else, do let me know. I'm here to assist you well with your preparation on certifications, or be it a testing query. You're always free to ask me anything. Just make sure that you drop me a quick query, and I would definitely pick it up, announce it over so that others people can also listen to it, and then giving you the answer for that. And by just asking your question, you're not only getting clarified alone, you're actually helping many others who listen to this live session post completion. So your questions are actually helping hundreds and thousands others across the world in terms of preparing better. So by being a great contributor and active contributor to this live session, you are not only getting your doubts resolved, you are also helping many other people across the world to get their doubts resolved. So make sure that you just ask your questions, whatever you may have with you. And I'm here anyways, dedicated with time to assist in your preparation and help you to answer your questions. Yes, team, go ahead, and would love to look forward if you have any kind of questions. I'm here to assist you. Yes, team, if there are any questions, you're free to ask me. Okay, there's a new question coming in from Bet. What is special about Pram? Okay, so Pram, of course, pragmatic risk assessment and management. That comes from as a technique in the test management as Pram. Now, Pram is just another technique which helps you to assess and manage your risk within the organization as well as a part of the project. So, in whenever you say pragmatic uh, risk assessment and management, in pragmatic terms, it basically stands for that the risk tolerance is nothing more than a reflection of a given decision maker's attitude in a given decision altogether. So it's completely goes with kind of what exactly it is all about. So there is a kind of a concept which we follow called as DAD. So it's like a basic way to declare how exactly a pram could be basically utilized for. So DAD here, DAD stands for define, assess, and decide. Okay, that's another model. Define, assess, decide, which is what the meaning of pragmatic, being pragmatic is. Okay, so define means what do you want to accomplish, what your values are going to be, like what values are you going to add by doing this activity, or what will cost, what will be cost be in both money and workforce, like whether it is about the effort, whether it is about the budget which you're going to allocate for such activities. Then of course assess generally goes with the assessment part. And what are my risks, what are the impacts of not doing this, if you try to ignore a particular risk, that okay fine, we generally don't see such things happening, but this is a risk which you might have identified. So when you assess, so what are your risks which you are identified with, what are the impacts of not doing this, what are the potential risks if you do that. So further can be risk multiplier as well, that if you try to penetrate into that particular risk area, it may multiply and raise up something else. So that could be another part which you handle as a part of assess. And being decide, like third one, decide, always have a mitigation strategy for your risk, like, and at the same time be agile. That means it just means that be flexible, that how you're going to accept it. And if in case you think that you are not going to accept it, then why are you not going to accept it? Like you are ignoring a particular risk, then why would you do that? Is that something which is not going to impact the user at all? Is that something which is related to the backend but never will be utilized by a user, or a user will never reach to that particular corner of the application where you have the risk? So you must have a proper justification. So generally, when you apply more of the logic and concerns being addressed, you call it as pragmatic. So here the risk tolerance is nothing more than a reflection of a given decision maker's attitude in a given decision altogether. So just try to elaborate a more and be more confident at your own way, saying that you have addressed the risk the best, and whatever you're doing has a justification in terms of being acceptable. Okay, so if that answers your question, do let me know. If not, you are free to ask me any other thing related to that. Okay, Zad says, sir, please explain the retro testing. Retro testing, again, I'm not sure if that basically stands for retro testing, but I would understand it as like retrospective. So retros are basically kind of like a sprint closure activity, and at the end of each sprint, you conduct a retrospective. And the retrospective is basically to help any team understand that how well they would have done their sprint, what kind of common mistakes they would have made, and is there anything they could have done it better, as they knew it, but just because they did not realize it, they could not do it. So retrospective is basically to collect all sort of that information at the end of a particular sprint, and just not collecting them. Basically, we gather them in terms of analyzing that how to improvise these things in the upcoming sprint. That it might be possible that you wanted to write an exam, right? And you prepared just overnight, and you realize that a lot of things you could not remember, correct? Then you realize that for the next exam, I think I should start preparing before the night, not just the overnight preparation, because that overnight preparation did not lead you to recover or recall all the learnings what you had from the preparation. So if you spend another one day before and you start preparing for that, probably you remember better because you have a gap in between and then you write the examination. So things can be better recalled. So retrospective is more of a like applying the skill or the learnings which you had from the previous sprint in the upcoming sprint. So you just don't gather all your mistakes, just don't gather lessons learned from the sprint. You actually collect them together, try to see what is that you can do, and apply that right from the next sprint. And again, at the end of the next sprint, you again collect that, okay, after doing this, what exactly went wrong? Is there anything we could have made it better? Or did we still do some silly mistakes? If it is so, you try to further improvise it, and so on. So every retro, you gather together, you discuss a lot of things, and you try to improvise yourself. In case you just want another quick review on this, I have a video on this. I'm just dropping you the link on the chat. Please go through this link. This is about retrospective in Agile, and you can have a look on this. Sure, Jael, and I hope that meets your expectation. Okay, we have got another person, Ankit. Sir, thank you for your tutorial. I got my ISTQB certification last September. Okay, that's a long time, man, but we're late, never the late, you know. Thank you so much for coming in, Ankit, and letting us know that it's been 6 months. You already got certified, but thank you for taking some time out and letting us know. I wish you congratulations once again for this accomplishment. And thank you so much for coming back to the channel and letting us know that you have been certified with this through these tutorials. So thank you so much for coming back and letting us know. And I wish you all the very best for all your future endeavors. Sure. Do let me know if you have any questions from upcoming, certifications, or you have any plans, any questions from your day-to-day life. You can also ask me about professional career, not your personal life. Sure. Okay. Okay, Bait says, thank you very much. You're welcome back. And let me know if you have got anything else. Shravanti, sir, I already watched your whole foundation level series. That's look more interesting for me. But wherever I try to read syllabus, that's not easy for me. Which style I follow for reading the syllabus? Shravanti, it does happen with some of them. Okay. There are many such participants. Of course, I have trained more than 10,000 people myself. I'm not talking about ISTQB. Right now, I have 100,000 view on my foundation level syllabus, like introduction video. And I'm not sure that everyone has actually watched all the tutorials or not, and how well they have gone through the examination. But I have a 100K view on that. But what I would say is, not everyone finds it comfortable to read a textual content, right? As you are saying right now. Okay. So if in case you find it difficult to go through the content, please go through my tutorials only. Okay. Because one or the other way, my tutorial covers everything which is written in the syllabus. So if by any chance you have gone through all my tutorials of the foundation series, then you have been through the syllabus anyways. Okay. Second thing, then why do I recommend a syllabus reading always after my tutorials? Because you should not feel that there is anything which I'm missing, or whether the tutorials are following the syllabus or not. Just for that, because I always want to be transparent as much as possible, so that tomorrow somebody should not feel that no, he does not tell me to read the syllabus. Why he's hiding the syllabus? He never recommends us to go to any other website. Why? Because I don't claim that, right? I just say that go wherever you want. Come back to me. I'll love to answer even if you have a stupid question. Or even if you have a wrong question with you, I'll give you justification that this is not a right question. But why? That I will provide you. Right? So go wherever you want. I'm not restricting you. But as far as if you have a difficulty, then just listen to the tutorials, and that is more than enough. Tomorrow you should be the one who should be justified that yes, this instructor told us that you can cross check my syllabus or my tutorials with the syllabus, and if you have anything missing, do let me know. Right? So that's basically kind of like, giving you that transparency that I'm not just here to promote my content. I'm dedicated to my work, and I can be evaluated by anyone. So anyone can come back and question me that, boss, you have been telling all these things, but this does not meet the expectation. Is that so? So I have failures, of course. There are a lot of candidates who come back and tell me that I could not make it. And on the live session, so that everyone in the world also see that. Correct? But I do not hesitate to accept it because, of course, there are different candidates, and probably there are some things which could not help them to understand. That is what I'm doing this live session for. That if you think you cannot understand anything in my tutorial and you're just referring my tutorials, make use of this opportunity. Ask me that you said me something at this timestamp and I did not understand how this is related to it. Then I'll give you a better justification here. It's just that I cannot read out a 24-hour content in just 1 hour, right? So I cannot explain the entire syllabus, but I can answer your questions. So collect all the doubts which you may have in the tutorials and come back to me on every Saturday and answer these questions. Okay, so Shravanti, it's always good to go ahead with the tutorials only. If you finding it difficult to go through the syllabus, I do understand textual things are sometimes boring or sometimes not able to understand. Please go through the tutorials because tutorials are well established from the syllabus itself and it is completely covering everything. You will not miss out anything, that's for sure. Okay, and if in case there are anything which you don't understand, I'm here right in front of you. Okay, you can just ask me that anytime. All the best once again. Do let me know if you have anything more. Okay, I don't have any limits on anybody on any particular question. So just drop it. Okay, Ankit says sure, thank you. You're always welcome, Ankit. I always help every individual. Zayad, maybe a silly one, but want to ask you, what's the best way to measure ETA of a task? So in a best way, I can give ETA of a task to my senior or PM. ETA of task is basically your experience and your knowledge about doing similar jobs. For example, now Bait. Bait just asked me a question here. That's the live example I'm taking right here in the session itself. Bait asked me a question that what's the difference between Tqm and Kaizen? I told him that I read this long back, like 10 years ago in my graduation. When I was doing my engineering, I read this topic and I don't remember it, to be frank, very openly. I'm saying on a live session that I don't remember it, but I'll get back to you. And then I mentioned a date. Then I mentioned a date that probably by tomorrow or by Monday morning, you will have the response to this. What is that? Because I know what my commitments are tomorrow, how much time I will get to explore about this, or even if I don't have a commitment, how much time I would take in order to recall my past experience or look into that source which I'm looking forward to and then respond to this guy. Correct? So it completely depends on your interaction with each task which you would have done in past and the similar kind of task you do or something related to it you do understand that how much effort will be required by you in order to do it. So having a precise estimation is completely dependent on your past experience. No matter you are a fresher, for example, if I give you some paragraph and ask you how long will you take to answer a question from this paragraph, you would say me that 5 minutes. Another person will say 10 minutes. Another person will say 15 minutes. But they are precise as per them. Okay, your grasping skill is faster. You would say me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes and you can ask me any question. And somebody will say, no, I take little longer. So it's up to you. There is no formula, there is no syntax that this is what you can calculate to give a ETA to anyone. It's completely dependent on you that how long you are actually going to take in order to complete that job and showcase the ETA to the manager in the beginning itself. So for that, you require complete understanding of the task. A lot of people don't understand the task and they say that, okay, it will take 2 days. And then you start doing, you realize that there are a lot of things which are dependent on it and you could not understand that. So understanding also comes back to the experience. What kind of knowledge do you have about each task? Correct? So there is no such concept or no such formula, no such matrix, no calculation which can help you to get the precise ET. It's just that you who knows how well you have answered your questions and how well you have understood the concept which you have to perform in that task. And based on that, you can define the ETA. Okay? So it does not come from anyone. It's you who has to do it. I hope I have answered your question. Is there anything else that you can always ask me? Oh, the session has been really interesting for a long while, and I think we are just another 15 minutes away from the end of the live session, and yeah, the time is passing by, and think like people are really keeping me engaged. Thank you so much for that, because I just want to utilize this 1 hour to the optimum level. That I should not waste even a single minute being mute, okay, being idle. If this is a live session, I think I must have a number of questions here, and we should run out of time to answer the questions. So thank you so much for keeping me engaged by making most out of this opportunity and making great outcomes of this live session. So still, if there are anyone else looking for any questions, you are free to ask me and let me know that if you have got a question with you, I'm here to answer that. If I'm not able to answer, I'll get back to you with the answer for sure. So just make sure that you do let me know whenever you have any concerns, any questions from the learnings or the testing related concepts, be it anything. You can ask me anything here. Sure. Yes, we are another 14 minutes away from the live session closure. Should you have anything with you, feel free to let me know. You can drop it on the comment right now, and I'm here to address your queries. So just feel free to drop your question on the chat box, and I'm here to answer that. Yes, team, just go ahead and let me know if you have got any questions running through your mind, and I'm here to help you. All, and this is just for all the hungry knowledge people out there. This is my another channel about glossary called as technical vocabulary. If in case you have not heard about this before from me, you can just go through this channel. This is going to have all the glossary which you may require in order to learn the concepts, and I'm going to help you with all the terminologies of the testing and technology related. So make sure that you follow this channel in terms of grasping as many skills as possible and definition as possible, because this channel is completely going to have short definitions with examples. And there's another channel which I have, which I would like to share with all of you, is Testing in Nutshell. And this channel is completely about tools, concepts, and definitely a lot of theory about testing other than the ISTQB certifications. So this channel is completely about the tools and concepts. So if in case you would like to explore more about testing tools, testing concepts other than the certification syllabus, because there I'm confined to syllabus, but here I'm not confined. So I can talk about anything. So make sure that you can look for some of contents from this channel as well. So take a note of that, these two channels, and they can definitely assist you a lot in terms of your overall testing career and defining your career path in the future ahead. Okay, so we are another 10 minutes away from the end of this live session. If you have any questions to be asked, just feel free to let me know. I'm here right now in front of you answering your questions for through this live session. So if you have any questions to be asked, just drop me a quick chat, and I would love to discuss about it and help everyone else also understand the concept about it. Let me see if I've got anything pending from the chat box. Okay, nothing. All caught up. All the comments have been responded already. So we are just looking forward to if you have any more questions to be answered from today's session. Just make most of this opportunity when you are connecting live with me, and if in case you would have any questions, just let me know. And again, I'm announcing that we every Saturday we connect here between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. and answering your questions. Today we are just late by 30 minutes. We started a little late, but of course I'm going to make it up to the 1 hour time so that I can help you the best. Okay, coming up next is Shravanti again. Sir, I give some mock test there. My score was 22 to 28. How can I improve this score? Any tips? Why not? Of course, if you have been through some of the mock tests and you got scores between 22 to 28, you have to do one thing is that get back to those questions where you went wrong. Okay, not getting the justification for it. Go back to the topic which is it is related to and read it again or listen to that tutorial once again. What is that you missed is very important to be grabbed this time. Okay, just don't listen to it again. Understand what is that made you go wrong with that question. What is that you missed last time when you heard that video or when you listened to that tutorial? So every time you go wrong in an examination, if you say me 22 to 28, that means at least 12 or 12 to 18 questions are wrong in your examination, correct? 12 to 18 questions, which comprises of 2 to 3 chapters at least. 2 to 3 chapters you are going wrong. So pick up those questions, evaluate that which topic it is related to, and go through that tutorial once again, and then hit back the question. And this time you should think or understand that why this answer is correct. Okay, and eliminate the other option that why these are wrong. So you have to look back into the content, not to the justification of it, and say, yes, it is correct. Oh, I went wrong. No, go back to the tutorial, go back to the content, go back to the syllabus, wherever you want to go. But recheck that why is that you went wrong? What is that you could not remember from the tutorial? And that would help you to improvise your marks, not by repeating the mock tests. Okay? It's not about the mock papers. It's about your remembrance, how much you remember from each learnings. Okay, so you have to go back to the tutorial, regain the knowledge, and then hit the examination once again and see that whether you have improved or not. Okay, so take up different mock papers when you reappear and again find out like is that something I'm missing again, because one paper can tell you about particular areas which you went wrong, second paper will tell you different areas. So just make sure that you're not limited to one paper. Just you have three standard papers available on ISTQB official website. Make use of all of them. Okay, take one, see where you went wrong, go back to the syllabus, re-prepare, come back, take the next paper, see where you went wrong, go back to the syllabus, and do the third one. By the time you come to third, I can promise you a guaranteed pass by following this approach. Okay, so all the very best again, and let me know if you got anything else to talk about. Okay, we are 7 minutes away from the closure of the session. If you got anything with you, just don't keep it within you. Share it across by dropping me a chat here, and I'm here all exclusive, available to answer your questions. Be it anything related to ISTQB certifications, be it about ISTQB, any other certification, or be it about advanced levels, foundation level, or testing concepts, maybe a career doubt, or maybe about your automation concepts. You are free to ask me anything here related to testing, and I'm here to answer that. Just make use of this opportunity where we are connecting together to get clarified with a lot of things. So don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video if you are happy with this initiative, because this will not help me, help 100 others to get recommended by this video that there is a live session happening where they can ask their questions. So I just want every audience in the world to know that there is someone who is available every Saturday to answer their questions. Not everyone knows about it. I have 9,000 subscribers right now, but I don't get 9,000 views when I put a video, correct? So it's not about gathering people. It's not about attracting people. It's all about that let most of the people know about it, that at least someone who is in the need can get something which would be helpful for him or her. So it's from that point. You would see that none of my videos would ask you to subscribe. Even my first video, Okay, if you go to my first video, it would not say that, please subscribe, like, and share this video, or like other YouTubers, because this is a professional channel. And it's all about creating tutorials, and we don't beg for it. We earn it. Okay, we earn it. If I deserve it, you will give it to me. If I don't deserve it, you don't give it to me. As simple as that. So here, there's no point of begging things like, in the beginning of the video, at the end of the video. Just don't say that, because that does not suit people like us, though we are YouTubers. But it's YouTube from the point of sharing the knowledge, not from the point of making a great income. Okay. So anyways, a technical channel can never become a great YouTuber, because technical channels are the least used on YouTube. Okay, YouTube is mainly for fun. Mainly for sharing a lot of activities happening throughout the world, and what exactly YouTube can be. Sharing is all about miscellaneous things, uh, on kind of activities, funds. So these are the things which are promoted on YouTube. We are just making use of this platform so that everyone in the world can actually watch it. That's it. Because YouTube is globally accessible, free of cost to any individual. They don't charge you. So just that as a source. So it's just about the point of like, only on this video I ask you to give a like, not on any other videos. Even on my tutorials, I don't ask you to give a like, because this video is about live session, and many of the viewers should know that there is a live session happening here. So thank you so much for dropping a like there. I would really appreciate every individual, those who have done it, and I would really appreciate the other people who have participated in it, because your contribution means a lot to this live session. If you don't participate, you don't ask your question, this live session is incomplete. As simple as that. So just even, if you have any other portals with you like Facebook, WhatsApp, and you see someone who is having a lot of question about testing, just give this particular link to them. Say that this Saturday, 7 p.m., this guy will be coming here. Ask all your questions to him, and he will be happy to answer. That's it. Okay, that is what you have to do. Because I want to help as much as possible in this 1 hour of time. If tomorrow I see there are a lot of audience and I cannot answer all the questions, I'll extend this to 2 hours. As far as I'm meeting the expectations, I'm closing this in 1 hour. But if I think there are more people coming in, I'll extend this to 2 hours of live session. Believe me or not, I can do that. Because as far as I'm happy to help people, I can definitely do that. So just help the person in need, and I'm the one indeed there. Okay. So yes, I think Zad says, thank you, sir. You're doing a noble job. All right. Thank you so much, Zad. It's really a great pleasure to listen to such comments from you. And there are a lot of, to be frank, there are a lot of amazing comments coming in from a lot of our viewers on the channel. And I would really, really like to thank them for sharing such amazing words. And this just keeps me quite fueled and inspired to keep up my good work. And that basically shows me back that whatever I did was not a waste of time. It has helped many others, and to some of them it was really incredible, and some of them really were excited that we could not find anything about it, and finally we got something really good. I've got these kind of comments. People said that I searched the entire YouTube, entire internet, and finally I found your videos being the best to explain about this syllabus. So that basically motivates me that yes, boss, there are people who are saying that entire internet, my video was the best. That means I can keep up doing the good job. I should not stop doing this. I should do more for them, those who say that, or maybe for others, so that everyone says that. Correct? So, this is where my initiative is all about. It has nothing to do with anything else. It is just about helping as many people as possible in my free time, in my leisure time. So, if in case you are the one who is interested to get explored and has anything to ask and get answered about, just do not hesitate. Feel free, comment there, and I'm here to respond and assist you. Okay. Well, that's where we are coming close to the end of our session today. If you have anything still with you, just feel free to let me know. I'm here to address that. Otherwise, we will call it off. And that's where we hit the hour time. And thank you so much, team. I would like to this live session by asking their questions or just being participated to just listen to this session. So thank you so much, team, for being a part of my live session and asking your questions. Without your contributions, the live session cannot be successful because of you. You are doing really great things. Appreciated your dedication. Hats off. Thank you so much, Pramod. I think you mentioned more than I deserve. So I still feel happy about that. You came in and you dropped me. I do remember your questions from the chats as well as the live session. So thank you so much for coming in. And 90% is not a less mark. You did really did well in your examination, I must say. And I would like to thank you for putting your effort in order to make me successful. So thank you so much, Pramod. Congratulations on this success, and I would definitely wish you all the very best for all your future endeavors. Do let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Sure. So thank you once again, team, for being a part of this live session. Do not forget, every Saturday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. is what we connect, and we love to answer your questions and help you as much as possible. So that's all from this particular episode, team. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for being a part of this live session, team, and happy learning. See you next weekend. Take care. Bye bye.